This is our prayer. We do pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Senator. Oh, yeah. There you go. I'm sorry. We were running along. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Kelly. Thank you, Senator Thomas and Senator Turner Ford. Now to the reading of the journal. Senator Polk, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate dispense with reading of the journal.
Senator moves to dispense with the reading of the journal. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. I'm sorry, Senator. I just saw someone standing behind you. Message and petitions, Mr. Clerk.
Mr. President, there are none.
Thank you. Committee reports, Senator Polk, you're recognized.
He is hard to miss.
Yeah.
Mr. President, I move the Senate dispense with reading of the committee report.
Senator moves to dispense with the reading of the committee reports. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Next, the reading of the titles of bills and resolutions. Recognize Senator Polk.
Mr. President, I move the Senate dispense with the reading of the titles of the bills and resolutions.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now, we're going to introduction of guests. Introduction of guests. Senator Hill, you're recognized for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the North Gallery, I'd like to recognize a homeschool group, Flames of Truth Ministry from Picayune, and Julie Fortenberry is their director, and I worked with Julie years back, and she actually had the privilege of hiring me. She didn't know what she was getting into, but she hired me anyway. So I would like for you to stand in the North Gallery and for the Senate to make this group welcome. I have Miss Jennifer, Miss Julie, I see Mr. Gary, and the Flames of Truth Ministry Homeschool Group. Thank y'all for being here today.
Welcome. We're glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Other introductions? Other introductions? One moment. Senator Kirby. Okay, we're going to move to the calendar. Senator Michelle? Senator Kirby? Senator Michelle, you're going to preside here? Senator Kirby's going to preside. All right, we're good now.
Okay, Mr. President, thank you. I'd like to go to item 1, Senate Concurrent Resolution 583, and have the title be read.
Mr. Clerk, please read the title.
Senate Concurrent Resolution number 583, suspend rules for introduction, codifies constitutional provisions of eminent domain. Make the usual motion.
Senator makes the usual motion. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Senator Michelle.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to yield to Senator Hobson, who will handle the bill.
Senator Hobson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. President. This before you, Senate Concurrent Resolution number 583 is a concurrent resolution suspending the deadlines and other provisions included in Joint Rule 40 for the purpose of drafting, introduction, consideration, and passage of a bill that would codify the existing Constitutional Initiative 17A on eminent domain. I'll yield for questions if there are any. If not, I move adoption of the concurrent resolution.
Senator, you do have a question. Senator Seymour, you have a question?
Yes, Mr. President.
You yield?
I yield.
Senator Seymour.
Mr. Chairman, is this verbatim what the Constitution says?
Verbatim. That's what the plan is, 17A.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Senator Seymour.
No further questions. The motion is use of morning roll call, Senator.
Yeah, use morning roll call. Thank you.
Use of morning roll call has been suggested. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present with use of morning roll call as voting aye. We'll go to item number 2, Senator Harkins. Senator Seymour, I'm sorry I didn't see your light.
Mr. President, I'd like
For what purpose?
to be asked for unanimous consent to be added as co-author.
We have several that would like to be co-author. Might be easier to say anyone that doesn't want. I tell you what, since it's so many, if you would just circle your calendar and turn it in, if you would, please, it'd save us a lot of time. And then you'll know it's recorded. Okay, now we'll go to item number 2, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 2, House Bill 531, have the title read.
Please read the title.
House Bill number 531, Mississippi Tax Freedom Act of 2022, create.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we table the motion to reconsider.
Motion is to table the motion to reconsider. All in favor say, Senator, you wish to be recognized? You were recognized.
I'd like to speak on the bill if I may.
Okay, didn't see anyone. Senator, didn't see your button punched or anything, so you're recognized.
Members of the Senate, I believe it to be the case that for some situation that I don't fully understand, legislation is passing in both chambers that is much broader than the will of the membership. I read that something is the House position, and I read that something is the Senate position. And there hasn't been a situation in which individual members could really express their opinion without somehow appearing to I don't know, pick a fight or whatever with the committee chairs and the presiding officers. And I don't know that that's anyone's intent, but that certainly is the dynamic, because I've had so many people come to me and say that they agree with what I'm saying, but they just don't feel like they can vote with me. I can't tell you how bizarre it is. I can't tell you how completely removed from the operation of the legislature it is that we're in a situation where the leadership is trying to encourage members to vote for a tax cut that they have misgivings about. The great historic situation has been the fear that the membership, for political purposes, would cast some political vote for a tax cut, and the leadership is the more conservative, more reasonable group that's trying to keep the floor from doing something that's politically expedient. This is just the reverse of that. I think we now are at a position where we can express our will without doing violence to anybody, anywhere, without harming the ultimate legislation, without picking a fight with anybody. I'm just asking you not to table this motion to reconsider. And if you'll just please vote no, and if you'll just please yell very loud, effectively, that will kill this bill. It won't kill the tax cut. Look at your calendar. There is in conference today, and has been for a couple of days, a bill which is a vehicle for the tax cut. All this will do is kill this particular House bill. But there is in conference right now a companion Senate bill. So there really is no need for this bill to go to conference. Everything that anyone that wants to accomplish can be accomplished with the bill that's already in conference. It's just for one time, this one time, we'll be in a position where the House will have to take a Senate bill. I want to emphasize again, this vote will not kill the tax cut. It will just kill this vehicle. There's a perfectly good vehicle alive and in conference. In fact, since it's in conference, it's closer to the end of the road than this one is. So for those of you who would like an opportunity to express your opinion, that you have misgivings about where we're headed and just want to slow the train down, and for those of you who think you'd like to have a Senate bill, please just vote no on this motion to table. And please as the cheerleaders used to say when I was in high school, y'all yell.
Anyone else wish to speak? Senator Harkins, you wish to close?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we don't want to take a chance on having one vehicle, but I heard Senator Bryan. Anyway, my motion is we do table the motion to reconsider.
The motion is to table the motion to reconsider. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. No! We might need to have a standing vote. All in favor of tabling the motion to reconsider, please stand. Help me count. Yeah, please stand by your desk if you would, please. All right, please be seated. Those against, please stand. The motion to table the motion to reconsider has passed. All right, Senator DeBar, you wish to be recognized?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to enter a motion to reconsider on Senate Bill 2885 and then reconsider the vote by which we invited conference on Senate Bill 2885.
Senator DeBar moves to reconsider the vote by which 2885 passed and then reconsider the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it. Senator
Thank you,
Barr.
Mr. President. I'll explain the reason for this. Yesterday, I invited a conference
Oh, excuse me, Senator. We need to read the title.
Thank you, Mr.
I
President.
didn't do that.
Senate Bill number 2885, partnership between Energy High School Academy and Vicksburg, Warren, and Claiborne School Districts, extend date of repeal on.
Senator Barr.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yesterday, we invited a conference on this bill. I thought it had a reverse repealer in it. It's just a repealer bill. It's something we've already passed this year earlier. It extends the repealer to July of 2025. We passed it earlier this session, so I'd like to just correct that mistake and send it to the governor versus send it to conference. That's an explanation, Mr. President. I'll yield for questions. If there are none, I ask that we do concur on Senate Bill 2885.
Okay, so motion is to concur with the morning roll call, Senator.
Table the first.
We've already tabled, correct? Yep. So, the motion is, now we need to reconsider the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. All right.
Move to concur by use of the morning roll call.
Move to concur by use of the morning roll call. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Does anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, the ayes have it. Thank you, Senator Barr. Got that one right. Senator Barr, you have another? I'm sorry. Senator Younger, you wish to be recognized?
Introduction at the proper time.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today in the West Gallery, we have Representative Dana McLean with two of her pages from MSMS. They are both seniors, Emma Spinks and Carolina Graham. Please give them a warm welcome, Senate.
All right. Now we'll go to item back to item number 3. Senator Polk, you recognize.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up item number 3 on today's concurrence, non-concurrence calendar. Ask the title be read.
I'm sorry, Senator Polk, please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2066, District Attorneys and Investigators Increase Annual Salaries.
Senator Polk,
Mr. President, I move that we do not concur and invite conference.
would you like to explain or just that, you don't want to explain? Okay. Okay. Motion is that we do not concur but invite conference on Senate Bill 2066. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Senator Pogue. Thank you. We'll go to item number 4. Senator Barnett. Pass and retain. We go to item 5. Senator Michelle.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask that we pass item 5 and it retain its place on the calendar and go to item 6, Senate Bill 2738.
We'll pass item 5, retain its place, and go to item 6, Senator Michelle, Senate Bill number 2738. Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2738, Health Insurance Revised Mandated Coverage for Telemedicine Services.
Senator Michelle.
Mr. President, my motion is that we do not concur and invite conference, and I'll be glad to explain why.
You're recognized to explain.
This is our telemedicine services bill that we've worked 2 years on. Senator Boyd has done an excellent job on it. We thought we got it to the finish line, but the House members put a reverse repealer in it. So we think if we can just get the reverse repealer out of it, we'll have a good bill. So I have no other option but to go to conference.
Senator Michelle moves that we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Conference is invited. Item number 7, Senator Harkins. Pass and retain that item. Go to number 8, Senator Bryan. Senator Bryan will pass and retain that item. Number 9, Senate Bill 2913, Senator Hill. Pass and retain that one. Go to item number 10. Item 10, Senator Barnett. Pass and retain. 11, Barnett. Pass and retain. And Senator Michelle. Pass and retain is placed on the calendar. 12 and 13. We'll go to item 14, Public Health, Senate Bill 2735. Pass and retain that item. Item 15, Finance, Senator Harkin, pass and retain. Item 16, Senator Chesnall, pass and retain. 17, you're on 17?
I'd like to call up item number 17, Senate Bill 2158, and have the title read.
He's not environmental chairman. Vice Chairman Senator Kaufman calls up item 17. Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2158, Mississippi Groundwater Protection Trust Fund, authorized payment of administrative cost.
Senator Kaufman.
The motion is that we do not concur and that we invite conference.
Senator Moody, we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. We'll go to 18, Insurance. Senator Michelle. Pass and retain item 18. 19 is environmental. Senator Kaufman. Where'd he go? We'll pass and retain 19. Number 20, Senator Michelle, you wish to pass and retain its place on the calendar. We'll go to item 21, Ports and Marine Resources. Senator Moran.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up item 21, Senate Bill 2076. Have the title read, please.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2076, derelict vessels, provides certain requirements for the removal of.
Senator Moran.
Make the motion that we do not concur and go to conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Ayes have it. That will be in conference. Item 22, Senator Barnett, pass and retain. Items 23, 24, we'll pass and retain items 23 and 24. Go to item 25, Senator Michelle. Senator Michelle asks that we pass and retain items 25 and 26. Item 27, Ports and Marine. Senator Moran.
Thank you, Mr. President. Item number 27, Senate Bill 2476. Have the title read, please.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2476, Shellfish Aquaculture Farms, authorize Department of Marine Resources to license.
Senator Moran.
I move that we do not concur and that we invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. The conference has been invited. Item 28, Senator Moran.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 2521. I'd like to call that up and have that title read, please.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2511, saltwater shrimp captain's license issued by Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, delete requirement.
Senator Moran.
I move that we do not concur and we invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Conference is, the ayes have it. Conference has been invited. We'll go to item 29, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 29, Senate Bill 2773, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2773, income tax, extend repeal on credit for certain costs paid by a company in relocating national or regional headquarters to the state.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do concur and be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain the bill.
Thank you. This is the extending the repealer for costs paid by companies relocating national regional headquarters to the state. This extends the repealer out to 2025. So we're good with the date, and that's really all it does, is extends it out to 2025. If there are no questions, I move it. We do concur. On the morning roll call.
Senator suggests use the morning roll call for final passage. Any questions? Seeing none, use the morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of the morning roll call as voting aye. We'll go to item 30, appropriations. Pass and retain. 31, Senator Hobson, pass and retain. And 32, pass and retain. 33, pass and retain. We'll go to item 34, finance, Senate Bill number 2841, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 34, Senate Bill 2841, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2841, State Bond Commission extend revert on authority to determine appropriate method for the sale of bonds.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do concur and be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. This just extends the repealer for the Bond Commission out to 2025. And I move adoption on the morning roll call, if there are no questions.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator ask for use of morning roll call for final passage. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by the use of morning roll call as voting aye. Public health, item 35, 2725. Pass and retain. 36, finance. Will pass and retain item 36. 37, Senator Pope.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call up item 37, ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2371, Purchasing Law, revised threshold for bid requirement and clarify use of reverse auction.
Senator Polk.
Mr. President, I move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Thank you, Senator Polk. We'll go to item 38, Public Health. We'll pass and retain that item. 39, Municipalities. Pass and retain that item. Item number 40, Judiciary. We'll pass and retain that item. 41, again, Judiciary. Pass and retain that item. 42, Wildlife Fisheries. Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 42, call it up and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2495, Mississippi Outdoor Stewardship Trust Fund, create.
Senator Whaley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would move that we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. That bill will go to conference. Item 43, Finance. Senator Harkins, item 43.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 43, Senate Bill 3163, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3163, Income Tax, authorized credit for certain expenditures for railroad reconstruction or replacement or new rail infrastructure.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. Would you like to explain or just go with the motion?
No.
Well, invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Mr. President, if I could, like to suspend the rules and go back to item 15, Senate Bill 2846.
Item 15.
I'd like to suspend the rules.
If you'd like to suspend the rules,
for the meeting.
go back to that. Anyone object to this procedure? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it, Senator. You're
I'd like to go to
recognized.
item 15, Senate Bill number 2846, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2846, Mississippi Business Finance Corporation, extend repeal date on authority to issue bonds to finance economic development projects.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do concur and be recognized to explain.
Motion is that Senator concur. All in favor? Oh, you're recognized to speak on it.
It just extends the repealer out to 2025 and conforms the code section that we needed to pick up. That's all the bill changes. If there are no questions, I move adoption on the morning roll call.
Seeing no question, suggest use the morning roll call for final passage. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of the morning roll call as voting aye. Bill is passed. Item, thank you. Let me get to it. We're now on item 44, local and private. Local and private, item 44, if you wish to bring that up or pass and retain? You bring it up. Senator McMahon, you recognize item 44.
Call up Senate Bill 3000, ask the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3000, Warren County, authorized contributions to various organizations.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Conference invited. Item 45, appropriations. Senator Hobson.
I move that we take up items 45 through 66 in block.
45 through 56, Senator?
45 through 66.
66, okay. Senator Hobson moves that we take up items 45 through 66 in block. Does anyone object to this procedure? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it. Senator Hobson.
I move that we read the titles on those items.
Please read the titles.
Senate Bill number 3002, Appropriation IHL General Support. Senate Bill 3003, Appropriation IHL Subsidiary Program. Senate Bill number 3005, Appropriation IHL Mississippi State University Agriculture and Forest Experiment Station. Senate Bill number 3006, Appropriation IHL Mississippi State University Cooperative Extension Service. Senate Bill number 3007, Appropriation IHL Mississippi State University Forest and Wildlife Research Center. Senate Bill number 3008, Appropriation IHL Mississippi State University Veterinary Medicine College. Senate Bill number 3009, Appropriation IHL Student Financial Aid. Senate Bill number 3010, Appropriation IHL University of Mississippi Medical Center. Senate Bill number 3011, Appropriation Community and Junior Colleges Board Administrative Expenses. Senate Bill number 3012, Appropriation Community and Junior Colleges Board Support for Community and Junior Colleges. Senate Bill number 3013, Appropriation Corrections Department of. Senate Bill number 3014, Appropriation Public Safety Department of. Senate Bill number 3015, Appropriation Agriculture and Commerce Department of. Senate Bill number 3016, Appropriation Fair and Coliseum Commission Livestock Shows. Senate Bill number 3017, Appropriation Animal Health Board of. Senate Bill number 3018, Appropriation Emergency Medical Agency. Senate Bill number 3021, Appropriation Ethics Commission. Senate Bill number 3022, Appropriation Judicial Performance Commission. Senate Bill number 3024, Appropriation Revenue Department of. Senate Bill number 3025, Appropriation Tax Appeals Board. Senate Bill number 3027, Appropriation Mental Health Department of. Senate Bill number 3028, Appropriation Transportation Department of. State Aid Road Construction Office of.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we do not concur but invite conference on those items.
Senator moves that we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Thank you. Ask to go to item 67 on the calendar, Mr. President, have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3032, Appropriation Funeral Services Board.
I move that we do concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is one of our special fund agencies, and as we've done on the other ones, we put in the salary bump language up to 3% on salary progressions. We've got their computer fees, which total altogether $5,767 above the final action. The final action is $302,871 on the Board of Funeral Services. I'll yield for questions. All special funds. I'll yield for questions if there are any.
Seeing no questions, have a motion. Senator, you request use of morning roll call?
Use of morning roll call, thank you.
Senator, seeing no questions, Senator requests use of morning roll call, final passage. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson, the bill is passed. Oh, McMahon, I'm sorry, I saw you standing.
Introduction.
Oh, you're recognized for introduction.
I believe over by the smokers table, one of our former colleagues is here from Lee County, Mississippi. Oh, there he is. The Honorable former Representative Steve Holland. Let's give him a big welcome.
Representative Holland, welcome to your Senate. Now we'll go to item number 68, Senator Hudson.
Mr. President, my motion is we take up items 68 through 74 in block.
Okay, Senator moves that we take up items 68 through 74 in block. Anyone object to this procedure? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it.
I ask the titles be read. Please read the titles.
Read the titles.
Senate Bill number 3038, Appropriation Gaming Commission. Senate Bill number 3046, Appropriation Governor's Office and Mansion. Senate Bill number 3047, Appropriation Information Technology Services Department of. Senate Bill number 3048, Appropriation Development Authority, Mississippi. Senate Bill number 3050, Appropriation Department of Tourism. Senate Bill number 3051, Appropriation Personnel Board. Senate Bill number 3055, Appropriation Additional Appropriations for various state agencies.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we do not concur but invite conference.
We have a question. You have a question before the motion? Okay, Senator Horn.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. President, I'd like to set aside item number 71, Senate Bill 3048.
Senator, I think we've already moved past that. We've already voted to take them up in block, and I asked anyone wish to set one aside, and no one said anything, so we're back on it.
Yeah, that was before I read what the bills were, Mr. President.
Okay, Senator Warren, I'm sorry. Senator Hobson.
I move that we do not concur but invite conference on those matters.
Motion is that we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now we'll go to item 75, local and private. Senator McMahon, local and private, item 75. Senator McMahon, you're recognized.
Senators, it appears that the House of Representatives is going to put reverse repealers in all of your local and privates. So what I would like to do is take up items 75, 76, 77, and 78 in block and ask that the titles be read.
That's 75 through 78?
That's correct. I've asked to take them up in block. If there aren't any, if there's no opposition to that, I'd like to have the titles read.
Okay, well, first, Senator moves that we take items 75 through 78 up in block. Oh, yeah. Anyone wish to set one aside? Senator, no one wishes. Senator England, do you wish to set one aside, items 75 through 78?
No, Mr. President, I was looking at my calendar. Thank you. I passed.
You wanted to read the titles first, I understand. So
I request that Senator England read the titles.
Yeah. Well, no, we will read the titles. Please read the titles. Oh, all in favor taken up in block, say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now, if you would, the request is to read the titles.
Senate Bill number 3065, Jackson County authorized contributions to Friends of Arts, Culture, and Education, phase. Senate Bill number 3066, Jackson County authorized contributions to Junior Auxiliary of Pascagoula Moss Point. Senate Bill number 3067, City of Meridian authorized 2% increase in monthly benefits for certain retired police, firemen, and employees every year. Senate Bill number 3068, City of Vicksburg authorized contributions to American Legion Boys State Program.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Senator McMahon. Thank you. Go to appropriations. Appropriations 79.
I ask
Senator Hobson.
go to that item, Mr. President, have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3041, Appropriation Accountancy Board of Public.
I move that we do concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
Motion is that we do concur, and you would like to explain?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is the Board of Public Accountancy, another special fund agency. The final action on this is $703,999, which includes the salary progressions and the health insurance, a total of additional $13,435 between the two of those. I'll yield for questions if there are any. If none, I move adoption by use of the morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator moves that we pass by use of morning roll call. Final passage. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. We'll go to item number 80. Senator Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask that we have the title read on item 80.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3042, Appropriation Contractors Board of.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we concur, and I'd like to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. The total action on this is $4,152,163. This includes the health insurance increases, the minimum SPB increases of $86,879, one vacancy funded of $40,876, and the salary progression increase of $31,655, a total of $160,999. $922 over LBR. I'll yield for questions if there are any. If there are none, I move adoption by use of the morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator moves by passage by use of the morning roll call. Anyone object to that procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we take up items 81 through 96 in block.
81 through 96, Senator.
Yes, 81 through 96 in block.
Senator moves that we take up in block items 81 through 96. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to set one aside? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it.
Thank you. I ask that the titles be read, Mr. President.
Please read the titles.
Senate Bill number 3043, Appropriation Audit Department of. Senate Bill number 3044, Appropriation Banking and Consumer Finance Department of. Senate Bill number 3045, Appropriation Finance and Administration Department of. Senate Bill number 3049, Appropriation Gulf Coast Restoration Funds of the Mississippi Development Authority. Senate Bill number 3052, Appropriation Secretary of State. Senate Bill number 3053, Appropriation Treasurer's Office. Senate Bill number 3054, Appropriation Debt Service General Obligation. Senate Bill number 3056, Appropriation Additional to Environmental Quality for Mississippi Water and Wastewater Infrastructure Act, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3057, Appropriation Additional to Accelerate Mississippi for the ARPA and Nurse Health Science Workforce Programs, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3058, Appropriation Additional IHL SFA for the Nurse and Allied Health Loan Repayment Program, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3059, Appropriation Additional to DFA for the COVID-19 DMO Grant Program, ARPA. Senate Bill number 3060, Appropriation Additional Health Department for the COVID-19 Hospital Capacity Program and Operations, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3061, Appropriation Additional Public Safety Department of Coronavirus Death Benefits, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3062, Appropriation Additional to DFA Bureau of Building, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3063, Appropriation Additional to Public Safety Department of for Operations, ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3064, Appropriation Additional DFA for the MAICU Grant Program, ARPA funds.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we do not concur, but invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it. We go to I. Thank you, Senator. Senator DeBar, would you like to be recognized for what purpose?
Introduction out of order, Mr. President.
You're recognized, Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. If the Senate will help me welcome the George County Leadership Class in the North and West Galleries. We'd definitely like to welcome them, all from George County, Greene County. I see some folks. Next leaders of George County, and we appreciate them being here. If the Senate could help me make them feel welcome.
Welcome to your Senate. Senator Sparks, did you wish to be recognized?
I do, Mr. President. I had a question for Chairman Hobson.
Yes.
We've already passed the bill, but I'm sorry, I didn't see any lights actually at the time, nor did they. So you're welcome to ask him over on the side. It's a non-smoking table there. Okay. Senator Tate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Introduction.
You're recognized for introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, if you will direct your attention to the West Gallery, we have with us a medical student at UMMC. He is also currently courting our senior page, Sadie Roush. If you will, let's give a big round of applause for Reese, the gingerbread man, Newman.
Welcome to the Senate. Okay, any other introductions? Seeing none, we'll go to item 97, local and private. Senator McMahon, we will pass and retain that item. 98, Finance, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to go to item 98, Senate Bill 3153 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3153, bonds authorized to assist in paying cost of IHL community and junior colleges and state agencies' capital improvements.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Ayes have it. Conference has been invited. Senator Harkins.
I'd like to go to item number 99, Senate Bill 2159, and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 2159, Mississippi Flexible Tax Incentive Act, create.
Senator Harkins.
My motion is we do not concur and invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur and invite conference. All in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Ayes have it. 100. Senator Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask that we take items 100 through 109 up in block.
100 through 109, correct, Senator?
Yes, 100 through 109. I'd like to move to take those up in block.
Okay, Senator Hobson moves that we take up 100 through 109 in block. Does anyone object to that procedure? Does anyone wish to set one aside? Senator Blunt, did you wish to set one aside?
No, Mr. President, I'll have an introduction of guests at the proper time.
Why don't you just go ahead and do it now?
We probably need to read the titles first.
Yeah.
I do not have a question, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's read the titles. Do what? Oh, we haven't voted on taking them up and block it? I thought we had. Okay, so all in favor say aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now,
I request
read the titles and then we'll recognize Senator Blunt.
Senate Bill number 2862, Appropriation Child Protective Services Department of ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 2863, Appropriation Mississippi Emergency Management Agency ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 2864, Appropriation National Guard ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 2865, Appropriation Mental Health Department of ARPA funds. Senate Bill number 3004, Appropriation IHL Alcorn State Agricultural Research, Extension and Land Grant Programs. Senate Bill number 3019, Appropriation Military Department. Senate Bill number 3020, Appropriation Veteran Affairs, Board and Homes. Senate Bill number 3023, Appropriation Employment Security Department of. Senate Bill number 3026, Appropriation Workers' Compensation Commission. Senate Bill number 3029, Appropriation Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway Development Authority.
All right, let's recognize Senator Hobson. The motion before we recognize Senator Blunt.
My motion would be that we do not concur but invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur with invite conference. All in favor say aye. Oh, sorry. Senator Sparks, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
Do you yield Senator Sparks for a question?
I yield, yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, and my question earlier was similar to this. I didn't realize we had another batch of appropriation bills that are unique. These are the ARPA funds that you're taking up in block. Is that correct?
This block set is some of the ARPA bills. We've already passed some, but yes, these are ARPA bills, many of them.
And as it relates to this ARPA money, unlike capital expenditure money or rainy day fund money, is there a limited amount of time that we have to spend these monies?
Yes.
Okay, and is that a 4-year period?
26 and 2026, yes.
So if for some reason we don't pass these bills and we go home, we're going to be 1 year less for our counties and cities to operate with these funds?
That's correct. And keeping in mind too that, there's a period that you got to commit to the project or obligate the project to, and that's 2024. So we're really pushing. If we don't get these ARPA bills out this year, it is really going to put a lot of our counties and cities and other recipients, our state agencies and others that have water and sewer projects, to mention one, not to mention the other things that are included in the Senate plan, which are things for mental health and child protective services and so forth. I mean, it just puts us that much further behind in not getting those needed resources out for those places.
And the Senate, under your committee chairmanship, you actually appointed a subcommittee to specifically deal with this ARPA money. Is that correct?
Well, Lieutenant Governor and I both appointed a subcommittee that dealt with it. Senator Polk chaired that committee, and I think we had 6 or 7 other members on the committee, 7 or 8.
And based on your work on this and your understanding, all 50 states received ARPA money. Is that your understanding?
That is correct.
And of those 50 states, do you have any idea where Mississippi is currently in getting these funds distributed?
Well, I think as of a few weeks ago, I heard there were about 5 states that have not distributed some portion of their funds.
Okay, so we have not distributed $1 of the ARPA funds at this point? Or we've not distributed the funds in any magnitude at this point?
Right, in any magnitude, other than we have already passed the bill for the law enforcement death benefits,
yes,
the $5 million, but the rest of it, none of that has been passed. We've again, Senator Polk and his committee started meeting back in the fall and had lots of meetings, lots of hearings, and lots of opportunity. And I'm ready. I think Senator Polk is definitely ready. I think everybody in this chamber is ready to get those funds distributed. We need to get them out and not delay this any further.
Okay, two final questions. If we don't get the money distributed and we're in a high inflation environment, is that same amount of money worth less real dollars in the future?
Yes, from a practical standpoint, to just make sure we're clear. I know what you're asking, but to make sure everybody's clear, if you're using that to do a water project or a sewer project, the pipe and all the instruments you're going to need to get that water sewer project, as inflation continues to go up, it's going to cost you more. So the effective spending power of that dollar is going down, and how long that will last, who knows? But it's certainly been going up as we see inflation rates rise pretty significantly lately.
And one other thing, and I believe I'm correct on this, you may or may not have researched this, but the ARPA monies, which $1.8 billion is the amount assigned to the state of Mississippi that we're addressing, we've received about half of that already. It's in the bank, but we cannot make interest on that money. We have to remit the interest on this money. So if anybody in this state thinks that we're benefiting from the money sitting stagnant in a bank account in an inflationary environment, they would be wrong, because we're not even collecting the interest. We have to send it back to the federal government.
Yeah, and the other thing to add to that is we only actually have half of those dollars. If you didn't say that, half of it right now. We got $900 million roughly after we adjourned sine die last year. So we never had an opportunity. The legislature never had an opportunity to do anything with those funds till we came back in session this year. The remaining $900 million or so is supposed to be deposited into our state account around May of this year. So we're going to be out of session. I know the hope that we've had in the Senate, the bills we passed in the Senate included the expenditure of the $900, and going ahead and setting up the process when those additional funds came down in May of 2022. So that people can get to work right away to meet the needs of our citizens in the state.
And I hate to ask you a question about what somebody in Washington, D.C. might do, but as you understand it, there's legislation, and we're going into midterm elections for the federal delegation. If a new law passes that is some type of stimulus package, we have clawed back, the federal government has clawed back unused money. So I don't think it's unreasonable to say we run the risk of being subject to the federal government saying, Mississippi apparently doesn't want this $1.8 billion. They've not spent it. We'll draw it back and put it out in another program. That's a concern I have.
Well, and you may know this, that Congress last week, there was a resolution that was proposed to draw back some of the funds in ARPA. Now, I think the Congress has since backed away from that somewhat, but it certainly is a concern, should be a concern for all of us, that the funds could be utilized in another way if they're not spent. And I think their proposal was that the project had not been obligated, and we haven't obligated any projects because we haven't even been able to get cooperation to be able to get the money out and the programs designated to start that process. So that's where we are, and you never know what could happen. And it's certainly when we get out of session, we'll have no control or ability to be able to act fast to get anything done if something in Congress happened that we couldn't control.
So if we're unable to obligate the $1.8 billion we have and the federal government was moving in that direction, the only hope we would have from losing that money is the governor would have to call us into a special session because we couldn't get the ARPA monies out.
That's all I can think of, yes.
Thank you for your work on this, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Sparks.
Senator Hobson, before, we have about 3 or 4 more questions, but before Senator Blunt, I'd like to recognize Senator Blunt for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. President, for an introduction. I'd like the Senate to make welcome some friends of mine from Senator Harkin's district who are here in the South Gallery. Cassidy and Perrin Woods are here on the front row with their grandmother. Y'all wave at them and welcome them to the Capitol.
Welcome to your Senate. Glad to have you here today. All right, we have a question. Senator Norwood, do you have a question? Do you yield Senator Norwood for a question?
I yield. Yes,
Mr. President, I have an introduction out of order.
Oh, you have an introduction out of order. Okay, we recognize. Well, do it now.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like in the South Gallery, I'd like to recognize some friends of ours, Anthony Dean, which he's a Jack State employee, he and his wife, Pastor Lee Miller and his wife, Lynette, and granddaughter and grandson, Demi and Isaac. If they was them welcome.
Welcome to your Senate. Okay. Senator Parker, do you have a question?
Yes, Mr. President.
Do you yield Senator Parker for a question? Senator Parker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think Senator Sparks did a great job of highlighting something that is being overlooked here. Yeah, I had the same concerns he did last week. I know you had those same concerns. When that bill was moving at the federal government level, I know the Senate was trying to take action immediately at the end of last week, just in case that happened. But what I guess I want to be sure of here is that your position and hopefully the position of the Senate as a whole is that we should try our best to act on the ARPA money in some portion, give some allocation to it, assign it, because if we leave here and we haven't allocated it, and they did act before we could act, we as a body run the risk of losing perhaps one of the largest amounts of monies to ever come into our state. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And so I just appreciate your work in trying to move this forward. Anything we can do or anything I can do to help you in spreading that message. I'm not sure if everyone in this building, everyone in this chamber is aware of that, but it's my opinion that there's not a person in this room who would be re-elected next year if we had a catastrophe like that befall our state. And I just appreciate your work on that, and I will try my best to spread that word. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Parker. And I again want to thank Senator Polk and the subcommittee and really all of you, because I feel like the subcommittee, the entire Appropriations Committee in this chamber has worked very conscientiously, diligently, as quickly but methodically as possible to make sure that we got the funds out in a reasonable way, and really just want the opportunity to be able to, I know Senator Polk stands ready to meet as soon as possible, and I do too, to make sure we can get something done on that. I'll be ready to come back in tomorrow and take it up if we can get that done. So good point, and we just need to move quickly and responsibly in making sure we can get these funds utilized the way they need to be utilized.
All right, Senator Hill, do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
You yield
Quick
Senator
question.
Hill. Senator Hill.
Thank you. You know, when we were first here after Katrina and we distributed these CARES Act funds to the cities and the counties, and they had to provide their requests and their documentations in order to be able to get those funds in a clear and transparent manner. And I think that worked pretty well, especially with the cities and the counties. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and let me just make sure I'm clear.
CARES Act.
You said, yeah, you said Katrina and then CARES Act.
I'm sorry, not Katrina,
Okay.
COVID. I have Katrina of the brain, y'all. It affected our area so badly.
I just wanted to
I equate almost every disaster with Katrina, with COVID, with the CARES Act funds. And I think pretty much cities and counties were pretty satisfied as to the method that we used to try to distribute those funds. And we've set up a grant program on the Senate side to try to fair, equitably, and transparently distribute the same of these ARPA funds, correct?
That's correct.
And we've tried our best to keep the politics out of it so that the most critical needs, the ones that are ready to go, are the ones that we can roll on and get funded through this grant program, correct?
That's correct. And look, on the CARES Act, as you mentioned, we worked feverishly to get things out to the people and to the communities that needed it quickly. And the good thing about that was we were one of the first states getting the funds out in the CARES Act, and we were actually, other states modeled some of their programs after things we did in Mississippi because we worked so hard to try to get those funds out responsibly.
I agree, and as the county affairs chair, and back when Senator Jackson was the municipalities chair, I kind of handled both of those bills that we compiled together over on the Senate side with leadership to try to get a good language on the books to distribute those funds. And I think that's the same type of thing that Senator Polk and this body has tried to do this time, to try to similarly get those funds out in a similar manner to the cities and counties so that they can use it for their water and sewer, correct?
Correct, and I share your frustration.
And that's the major thing is the infrastructure, correct?
I share your frustration. Yeah, there's things that could be being done right now, or at least planned right now, if we could get moving on it. And again, the committee and the full body here has thought, look, there have been changes since it first started, but it was not for lack of getting information and hearings and all the things that you do to be responsible with those funds. And then everybody had a voice in it. Some may have gotten exactly what they wanted, some may have not gotten exactly what they wanted, but we've got something out there, again, just needing cooperation to get this thing across the finish line.
We absolutely need cooperation. I agree with you, and that's why I wanted to reiterate this as to how well it worked getting the CARES Act funds out, and we need to follow that same model, and like we have done over here for this grant program, and get these funds out to the people, and let's take the politics and the posturing out of it and distribute these funds and get it over with.
I agree.
Thank you.
Senator Hill.
Senator Jordan, do you have a question?
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Do you yield, Senator Jordan?
I yield. To Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, did I understand you say that $0.9 billion or $900 million could be in jeopardy of something that we don't do?
It could be. You know, I don't want to get anybody scared unnecessarily, but we saw what Congress proposed to do last week. I don't think it's passed. I think they backed away from that, but their proposal was to start cobbling back some of the funds. I think it was a $7.055 billion, and that's a portion of maybe what every state was going to get that was not obligated. I don't know how they were breaking that down, but I mean, you're talking about $7.055 billion, and we only have, when you include what we will get in May, $1.8 billion.
Yes, sir.
And none of ours is obligated because we haven't.
But whatever we need to do in Washington to get this money down here and get infrastructure going for Mississippi. Mississippi cannot afford to lose $0.9 billion. Are there any circumstances, I don't know if it means a special session, whatever it means, whether it means crossing the desert, fighting fire, kicking a policeman, we must get that money for bridges and roads because we're in desperate need of them in the Mississippi Delta and all over this state.
Right, Senator, and we obviously got the infrastructure package that Congress and the additional funding that we've put in here in the Senate.
Yes, sir.
$300 million of ERBR funds plus the MDOT increases. I mean, we've got a lot of opportunities to do roads and bridges. Now, this money and ARPA, we've earmarked, or I shouldn't say earmarked, but we've allocated in the process about $750 million of it to go to water and sewer.
Yes, but we don't want to get wrapped up, so I don't want the federal government to take a penny from us, but I want us to do whatever is necessary. If it does mean crossing the desert or kicking a policeman. Okay?
Thank you, Senator.
Yes.
Our seeing no further questions.
All right.
The motion is that
no
we
other
do
questions.
not
I move
concur.
that we do not concur but invite conference.
We do not concur by conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it. All right. Senator Hobson on number 110.
Ask that the title be read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3031, Appropriation Dental Examiners Board.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we do concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
Okay, you're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is another special fund agency, the Board of Dental Examiners. The total budget will be $116,971, which includes the health insurance increases and salary progression increases of a total of $18,614. I'll yield for any questions if there are any. If none, I move adoption by use of the morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator moves use of the morning roll call for final passage. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of the morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson.
Thank you. As we go to item 111, have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3033, Appropriation Massage Therapy Board.
Senator Hobson.
I move adoption of the conference report and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. Board of Massage Therapy final budget is $192,736. Again, all of these that I'm taking up today are special fund agencies. They all have the health insurance. They all have the salary progressions up to 3%. This one has also the computer fees of $1,304 included in their total budget of $192,736. I will yield for questions if there are any. If not, I move passage by use of the morning roll call.
Seeing no questions, Senator, as for use of morning roll call for final passage. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask we go to item 112 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3134, Appropriations Pharmacy Board.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we do not concur but invite conference.
Motion is we do not concur but invite conference. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed no. The ayes have it. Conference has been invited. Senator.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask we go to item 113 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3035, Appropriation Council's Board of Examiners for Licensed Professional.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
This is the Board of Licensed Professional Counselors. Their total budget is $273,109. Includes the health insurance, salary progressions, and they had contractual services in the amount of $38,345 for background checks for licensure and fingerprint scans. So that's their only other additional charge over LBR. I'll yield for questions if there are any. If not, I move adoption by use of morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator Hobson moves that we do concur by use of morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson.
Thank you. I ask to go to item 114 on the calendar and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3036, Appropriation Veterinary Examiners Board.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Board of Veterinary Medicine final budget is $192,617. This is at LBR. If any questions, I'll answer. If not, I move adoption by use of morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator suggests use of morning roll call for final passage on concurrence. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. President. As we go to item 115 on the calendar and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3037, Appropriation Architecture Board.
I move that we concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Board of Architecture final budget is $354,697. This includes $4,799 for salary progressions and $216 for health insurance. I'll yield for questions if there are any. If none, I move adoption by use of morning roll call.
Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, Senator Hobson moves use of morning roll call for concurrence. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson.
Thank you, Mr. President. As we go to item 116 on the calendar and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3039, Appropriation Geology Board of Registered Professional.
I move that we concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain. Senator, could I interrupt you a second? Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, we have Kenny of the Elevator Man over here. I want everyone to recognize Kenny for his many years of service. Welcome to your Senate, Kenny. Okay, Senator Hobson, you made a motion? Or you have explained? You're recognized to explain.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
thank you, Mr. President. This is the Board of Registered Professional Geologists. Their total budget is $137,883. This includes the health insurance and $2,828 of salary progressions. That's an explanation. I'll yield for questions. If there are none, I move adoption by use of the morning roll call.
Seeing no questions, Senator Hobson moves that we do concur by use of the morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by use of morning roll call as voting aye. Senator Hobson, bill's passed.
Thank you, Mr. President. As we go to item 117 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
Senate Bill number 3040, Appropriation Motor Vehicle Commission.
Senator Hobson.
I move that we concur and ask to be recognized to explain.
You're recognized to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Motor Vehicle Commission final budget is $363,839. This includes $7,262 for salary progressions, $324 for health insurance, and $808 for computer fees. If there are any questions, I will yield to them. If none, I move adoption by use of the morning roll call.
Seeing no questions, Senator Hobson moves that we do concur by use of morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by the use of morning roll call as voting aye.
Mr. President, I request immediate release on item 1 on today's calendar.
Immediate release on item 1. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Immediate release is granted. Now we're on 118. So I see no conferee's name, so on, let's see where we are. Where we go to? 132. All the remaining items until we get to 132 will pass and retain their place on the calendar. We'll go to item 132. Senator DeBar.
Thank you, Mr. President. Call up item 132 and have the title read.
Please read the title.
House Bill number 530, the Strategically Accelerating Recruitment and Retention of Teachers, START Act of 2022, create.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. House Bill 530 is a signed and filed conference report for the teacher pay raise bill. Been a lot of work by a lot of people, including you all sitting here today. Carlos, can you put the scale up? What the conference report basically is, it's a House bill, but it has a lot of the characteristics of the Senate plan. We have the big 5-year bumps that we had asked for. We've got the step increases beginning in year 1, which we asked for. We front-loaded the salary schedule like we asked for. We did it in 1 year versus 2 years. Our plan all along was to hopefully do it in 1 year. We wanted to see what the revenue projections were like, and they support doing a 1 year. And we added the teacher assistants, a $2,000 teacher assistant pay raise as well. So if you're looking at the schedule, this is a total package of $246 million. It will raise the starting salary for a first-year teacher right out of college from $37,000 to $41,500. The average raise per teacher is $5,140. If you look at the chart that Carlos put up, you can see what the starting salaries are, where the bumps are. So if you look at an A teacher, their starting salary is $41.5. step increase of $400 and a 5-year bump, which is 5, 10, 15, 20 at increments. That bump is $1,200. We kept the 25-year bump at $2,500 for all teachers. For 2A, it is a starting salary of $43,000. Step increases of $525 and a 5-year bump of $1,250. For a 3A teacher, $44,000 is the starting salary, $550 step increase per year with a $1,300 bump. For 4A, the starting salary is $45,500, a $600 step increase with a $1,350 5-year bump. This is a plan that the teachers have told us that they wanted. This is the input they provided to each and every one of us since last year and beyond. This is what the SRB has asked us to do to right-size the salary schedule. This is a very historic plan that I don't think many people can recall ever happening before. So, like I said, a lot of hard work went into this by a lot of people, and especially you guys in supporting us in our position to get the best plan possible for our teachers. And ultimately, the winners of this are our teachers. And every one of you has shown your support for the teachers over the last 3 years, culminating in this conference report. And before I ask for adoption of the conference report, I think it'd be remiss if we didn't thank our Lieutenant Governor for this as well. He's, from the very beginning, has pushed for this historic pay raise, the rescheduling, the recalculation, the whole salary schedule was a big part of his plan. That was his number one priority for me coming in to Education Chairman. My committee supported me, and I appreciate everything that the committee's done, but I guarantee you this wouldn't be happening without, today, without Delbert Hoseman. So,
33.
So with that, I won't say anything more about it. You've heard it all before. So, Mr. President, I'll yield for questions, but if not, there are none, I move for adoption of the conference report by use of the morning roll call.
Okay. I have a question. Senator, do you have a question, or you're waiting for something, Senator Pope? You're waiting to recess after a while? Or do you have a question?
I'll yield for questions.
Senator Polk has a question? That's what I'm asking.
I'll yield for Senator Polk.
Do you yield, Senator Polk, for a question?
I do.
Thank you, Mr. President. The initial cost of the teacher pay plan that we introduced was what total dollar figure?
Just the teachers, it was about 214 million roughly.
And this plan is
246 million.
46 million, and the House plan in the beginning was how much?
About 219, which included 15 million for the teacher assistants.
Thank you very much.
So we started back when we started this whole thing, and we were lucky, we were hoping to get 100 million, and now we're at 246 million. So I do appreciate all the hard work that Senator Hobson and Senator Harkins have provided to ensure that this can be funded, that we can afford this, regardless of the tax cuts that may come forward this year. And so this is a plan that is doable, that can be funded, and will not be subject to any cuts or anything in the future. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Senator Pope.
Senator Seymour, do you have a question?
Yes, Mr. President.
Do you yield, Senator Seymour, for a question?
Mr. Chairman, on line 128, you strike out certificate and inserted license. Does that impose any different qualification of the teacher?
No, it does not. And you're talking about teachers, there is funding available that we're going to include in the final appropriations bill to include our 3 state-supported schools, School of the Arts, School for Deaf and Blind, and MSMS as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Albert Butler, you have a question.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
You yield Senator Butler for a question.
I do.
Senator Butler.
First, I would like to thank you for what you've done. But help me to understand, what about the teacher's assistant?
They are included as well, Senator Butler, $2,000. They're going from 15,000 to 17,000.
Thank you very much.
Seeing no other questions, Senator, make a motion.
Move for adoption of the conference report by use of the morning roll call.
Senator moves that we adopt the conference report by use of morning roll call. Anyone object to this procedure? Anyone wish to be recorded as voting no? Seeing none, please record all present by the use of the morning roll call as voting aye. Now, I think we're on 133, and 133 through almost the end of the calendar will pass and retain all the way to item 209. Does anyone wish to bring up a confirmation, 209, 210, 11, 12, 13, or 14? Okay. Senator Polk, do you have a motion?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move we stand in recess until 11:40.
Motion is we stand in recess till 11:40. All in favor say aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Stand in recess till 11:40.
All other matters retained their place on the calendar will go to announcements. Announcements. Seeing none, well, here we go. I thought it was Senator Bryan for a minute. You're recognized, Senator Harkins.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance will meet today in room 216. We have confirmation hearings, and they will start at 1:30.
1:30 today. Senator Wiggins, you're recognized for announcements.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to remind everybody that as soon as we break, that in 113 is the First Responders Caucus, last of the session, and also the State American Irish Legislators Caucus. Leprechaun McCon will be down there handling it. Food is provided for, so come meet your first responders and your Irish folks, and I think our resident Irish, Senator Blackwell, will be there making an appearance right after this. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Seymour, you're recognized for announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. Monday after adjournment, Veterans and Military Affairs will meet in room 409.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Chesnow, you're recognized for announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President, for adjournment in memory.
Please proceed.
When the Senate adjourns today, I have a request that they do so in memory of Julian Carroll, and this is on behalf of the Lieutenant Governor and myself. And also, I would ask that the Senate adjourn in memory of Jeffrey Plummer.
Thank you. A very, very good man. Senator Wiggins.
Sorry, Judiciary A will not meet today.
Judge A is not meeting, Mr. Clerk. Any other announcements? Any other announcements? The President has completed all of its assignments of conferees. Those are on the site. Y'all are welcome to do that. We would encourage you to begin your work with the members of the House on conference reports as quickly as possible so we can get as much done as we can going into the last couple of weeks. Senator Polk, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate stand in recess until 5 p.m. today, at which time the journal will reflect that we're adjourned until 9 a.m. tomorrow.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.